Alright, here we are, Canadian junkyard. Okay, pro tip here. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite YouTube show, Fixing Random Crap with Craig. Today we are, and we got Ava on scene too. Today we are dealing with this tractor from Aosom. Not really feeling that their name is accurate, because I'm actually very disappointed. This thing is only about 4 months old, and it's only been used outside for a week. And since then, it first stopped working in low speed, and as of today, it's also not working in high speed. We went back to the company, and they basically said, "Get lost, we're not helping you." So that was
rude.
It was rude and very disappointing, honestly.
It was rude.
So, Daddy was not expecting to be trying to fix something that is so new already, but here we are. So we're going to take it apart and see if we can get to that switch and figure out where the wiring is. I'm hoping the wires have just come loose on the switch. I'll also point out that we got an LED that's out already, which is silly, something that's so new. Anyway, oh, does it go in reverse?
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, put it in reverse again?
I have to get it out here.
Okay. All right, well, we'll investigate this further and report back. Go. Careful. Okay, forward now. In forward. Put it in forward. Nothing in forward. Now try it in low speed backwards. Nothing. So it works in high backwards.
Not in low, nothing.
In low, nothing. Okay. All right, let's take it apart, see what we can figure out. Okay, so we've loaded it in the back of the car just to make it a little easier to work on. I took the seat off, and you see all this stuff down there, but really I need to get underneath that. So we're going to take this bottom piece off and hope that we can see the bottom of those switches. So we're going to take all these screws out. Okay, bit of an update here. So what I did is I first took off this bottom one. That is the switch. That black part is the switch for the high-low. And then I took off, I still have this one off, the harness for the, calling it the gear shift. Where we got there's the gear shift on top. There's the high-low on the bottom. So what I wanted to do was figure out what wire kind of mapped to which, how the switches were both working, and also to test the resistance through them. So I just took my multimeter here, set it to resistance, and I wonder if I can do this with one hand here. Let's see. I've already kind of written all this down, so I'll show you guys in a second. I'm going to put that one in there like that. Just a second. This is really hard with one hand. Okay, there, I've got it on those two. So you'll see that this is now going up to a really steady 0.08. If I take it off, I just removed it, it goes back to OL, which means open loop, not connected to nothing. So there's no connection through there. And when I put it back on, you'll see it goes back to, and it helps if I hold it steady. Open loop 2. Should settle to about 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Okay. So that's what I did to go through and map out what's what. So you can see that this is the gear shift one. So when I had it in the middle setting, which is 0. So it kind of has 3 settings here: forward, middle, back, reverse, I guess. So there's 3. When I had it in the middle, none of these wires registered anything at all. They all gave me an open loop, which makes sense. It just, that means you're not going anywhere, right? So I'll put it back on forward here. But when I had it in forward and reverse, see? So I labeled these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 and 3 were the only one were giving a resistance reading of 0.8, 0.9, and 5 and 6 were giving a resistance rating of 0.8, 0.8. So they were very steady. When I put it in reverse, so when I flipped the switch to the back in reverse, you'll see that 4 and 5 were the two that were connecting, and also 1 and 2. 1 and 2, and reading very steady readings. Now, these are the readings that I got off of the high-low switch. You'll see that here it's 5 and 6 when it's in high, 5 and 6 and 2 and 3, and then it's over here, it's 4 and 5 and 1 and 2. And you'll notice that I'm getting those similar readings, and from my reading that I've done, or YouTube watching on the internet, that's kind of that resistance area you're looking for, like the 0.8, 0.9. But when I tested the 2 to 3 here, and also the 4 to 5, so that side of the switch, I was getting super erratic numbers. So like it would be like open loop, and then it would be going up to like 30 and 40 and 5, just all over the place on both times when I did that. So that seemed weird. And then when I did this one and it was consistent on both sides, that makes me think that maybe it's this switch that is the problem, meaning the switch on the bottom there. So that could be what's faulty and causing the problem. We'll see. We'll investigate some more and let you know. Okay, we've moved into the indoor garage since it's getting a little dark outside. Kids are gone to bed, so we've had a chance to do a little more troubleshooting here. So I'll show you a few things I've done. Let me take these guys off. This is that. This is the piece that was on right here. Okay, it was in there. Took it out. I wanted to basically like try to bypass the switch to see if it would work in all 4 modes: high speed frontwards and backwards, and low speed frontwards and backwards. Because again, currently it's only working in reverse on high. So unless you want to drive really fast backwards, like Mater from Cars, then that's no good. So you might ask, what the heck have I got going on here? So that I needed to find a way to. I have these little alligator clip wires that I kind of made up from a previous project, actually from fixing another one of these cars, one that I had found in the garbage, which I fully expected to need some work. I wasn't expecting this one that's brand new, just spent over $300 on it, to be needing work within 1 week of it being outside. So these guys were kind of handy in troubleshooting the last one, and I thought this might work, but I needed a way to get, without these things in here, then it really it's going to be pretty hard to get that down there. So what I did is I had a bunch of these things around. There are those from a little kit like one of these things here. Just a bunch of electrical nibs and knobs and whatever pieces, a bunch of little stuff. And these ones here, I figured, okay, if I could wire it up somehow, but then I realized that I could twist the ends right off of them. So the ends come off, and then you end up with the metal bit sticking out of the top here. That's normally where you'd crimp the wire into it. So I just shoved 6 of those in there, and you'll see that I have now numbered with a Sharpie my, ports here to match up with my diagram. So I knew that in low speed, it was 4 and 5 that needed to be together, and then 1 and 2 needed to be together. So what I've done is taken, one of these guys. I can only do so much with one hand, but connected, number 1 and number 2 on those knobs, on the top. So put the alligator clip on there. Can't do it with one hand, but you get the idea. So I'm going to connect it back up, and then I'll start recording it in just a second. Okay, so we're connected back. There you can see that I'm connected on all 4. So I'm currently on 1 and 2 on the black, and then 4 and 5. The colors don't really matter. I'm just wiring them up straight. You want to keep, obviously, stuff from touching each other, or otherwise it's going to short out. So that's why I'm kind of holding that like that. So I'll ask my trusty assistant here to flip it on, turn the power on. So the power's on. You kind of saw that red light come on in the background. And then we're going to test it in, it doesn't matter what the switch on high or low says, because it's not connected to nothing. But we'll put it in neutral. We should see nothing. Got it in neutral. Can you press the gas? Can you reach the gas? Because I only have one hand. I don't have any more hands. So there, pressing the gas, got nothing. And now we'll put it in forward and press the gas again. There we go. One more time. And we'll put it in reverse. Do the same thing. There she's going one more time. Okay, so long story short, I already did this with it wired up the other way on low speed or high speed or whatever the other one was, and it works. So this is my proof, at least in my mind, that it is indeed the switch, that bugger in there, that is the problem. So those are like 25 bucks. So I wanted to kind of be sure. I mean, based on my multimeter readings, I was reasonably certain that it was acting weird based on those erratic numbers that it was throwing. What a piece of garbage that switch would go in that period of time. Just absolutely foolish. Less than 80 days. Apparently no good under the warranty, but here we are. So I'm going to try to get another switch, and we'll take it from there. We'll let you know if it works. Hopefully the next clip is Hudsy driving around the driveway again. Take it easy. Okay, we have the switch out now. That was tricky. Let's get it out of there. You need to squeeze the sides really well from the inside, and then wiggle it out, and then it'll help around the other side, kind of prying the edges with something like that. That was a real pain. But anyway, this came out, and there's some measurements on the side of it here. It looks to say 16 amps, 250 volts AC, and 20 amps, 125 volts AC. So, guessing that's the differing powers that it's sending for low and high speed. I'm getting 60 amps, maybe on low, or yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm guessing that's how that works. And I'm guessing this thing is broken. We're gonna get a new one somewhere. I'm hoping to find one in town and not have to order it online from China. We'll hook it up and see what the difference is. And we get it working. I am also going to take this thing apart and see what was causing it to suck. I'm assuming it's just broken in here and causing things to short out and be weird, but we'll see. I was going to see if I can get a little bit more high quality, a little bit higher quality switch. Okay, more to come.
Whoa, what's this one?
Okay, our new parts have arrived. Let's
Hi.
see. Hello. So here we go. This is our old part. It said high speed, low speed, right? These just came on Amazon. They came in about, I don't know, 10 hours they showed up. So that's that one. I will show you something different about this one. This is actually not an on-off, but an on-off-on. So when it's in the middle, it's not allowing anything, apparently. This should be low speed. That should be high speed, depending on how we put it in, whether that way or that way. So we'll see, but we're going to pop this in. It turned out to be the exact same size. One thing I will say is that I was a little bit concerned because although it said very clearly it was the same, see 20 amp, 125 versus 16 amp, and it is 250. It said that on the website. Over here it said KCD2. And when I looked at this one, let me see this one, bud. Looked at this one, I don't know if you can see that, but up on the top it says KCD4. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And I had been searching for KCD4. This one, even though it says KCD2 on the packaging, check it out. Head on the website. It's a KCD4. This is the exact same switch, just in a, on, off, on scenario. So you'll have to watch with this switch in that, like, this one, yeah, that's the old one. That one's broken. We're going to take that one apart after, see how it looks. See what's broken in there. But this one, if it's left in this state, I'm assuming that the car won't go anywhere because it's just going to be off. So that'll be something to watch out for Hudsy when he's driving. Need something? Okay, you're going to help me put it in, and we'll wire it up, and we'll see. Hopefully the next video is Hudsy bombing around the driveway. So that'll mean it worked. Okay, we're back. Coming around here. Okay, show me low speed. There we go. Backwards. Okay, so as you can tell, we are back. Now we're going reverse. I gotta say something about these guys, these awesome guys that make this thing. Like, it's pretty poorly made. Like, I shouldn't say it's poorly made, but the fact that switch, would break so quickly. This tractor's been used inside for about 3 months and outside for about 7 days. And like, that switch should not break so soon. It really shouldn't. Okay, just one final word here. I'm probably ranting, but I'm really, really disappointed in this company. And I shouldn't say, like I said, I'm upset that they put in a crappy switch, you know? And I am upset about that. But what I'm more upset about is the customer service. Like, this is an expensive toy. This was like $350, you know? And that's a big Christmas or birthday gift or for whatever kid, you know? Like, for it to work for that little amount of time, you know, is preposterous. But what's more preposterous is that, you know, you contact the company and they're like, yeah, your warranty was up 7 days ago. You know, like, it was a 90-day warranty and that just passed. So we can do nothing for you. You know, they basically said, you know, get it fixed locally. You know what it would cost to bring this somewhere? First off, I don't even know where I would take this. Like, you're not going to bring it to an automotive shop, the toy car shop. Like, where do you even take that? They give you nowhere to go. Okay. And then they're like, just go get it fixed. Like, it's going to cost you, if you can even find someone, it's probably going to cost you more than it costs to buy the tractor to get this fixed. Which means in most cases, this thing is at the curb going to the landfill, which is just a sin, you know? My hope is that this video will help keep these things out of landfill. But like, first off, I would buy your kids' cars from some other company, to be honest with you, because their support is brutal. Here's the switch. This is the switch that went bad. I already like kind of destroyed it, taking it apart to see how it worked. So basically there's just those like pieces in there, and when you turn the switch, it like pops it down. So you see the things underneath, and then those top ones kind of like just move back and forth. This switch, it cost me $14.99 on Amazon to buy a 2-pack of these, right? Like, if I had, they had them also on that Alibaba website if I wanted to get it direct from China. This one's made in China anyway. Then on that site, it was going to be 70 cents, which tells me that these guys here could get a hold of one of these probably for like 10 cents, you know, like at least 70 cents. So like, why not just ship the 70-cent part to the parents that have the toy that is broken? You know, like, have some sort of support that says, yeah, you know what? This is what the symptom is. Then like, okay, here's probably what you need. You need one of these. We're going to send you one, you know, or make them available, you know, like, it's just, or maybe if these things suck that bad, maybe ship in the box an extra one of these switches because they're only 70 cents. Ship an extra one of this part, you know, because they're probably $2. Ship a power button. You know, like, these aren't expensive things, and you're paying $350 for this thing. You expect it to last longer than that. Anyway, I'm going to stop ranting. I know I'm real fired up about this, but, like, the fact that this, you know, lasted 7 days outside and the company told us to get lost is brutal. And I just feel real bad for the parents who are dealing with a tractor or any kind of toy like this that their kids are obviously super excited about. It is a super cool toy. Like, the kids love driving this thing around. And imagine if after 7 days of a birthday present, it just stopped working. And a lot of parents don't have the time or, you know, expertise to go and figure out what the heck is wrong with this thing, let alone track down, you know, the part and replace it. And I think I can only imagine the tears in these children's, you know, lives because of the fact that this company is shipping brutal switches and having zero customer service. So that's the end of my rant. We're back in business. The tractor's back going. I have now, since I got a 2-pack of the new ones, you know, if that one burns out, then, you know, I'll be able to switch it out real quick. But for now, that's it. See you next time on Fixing Random Crap with Craig.